Ahoy folks, and welcome back to Broadside Gaming with me, Zug. So, it is day 2 of the new patch. I hope everyone's enjoying it. I am. It's about time they released some new content. But as you can see, we're on the Ogryn again, and we're going to be going over some of the finer points of the pickaxes. Because I've had a few hours to test them out now, and figure out what works better, where, and all that sort of thing. So, I think now my first off opinion would be, oh, the medium one's going to be the best because it's not super slow. It has access to more sweeps and things. But I think I was wrong. The two that I'm playing with mostly are the fast one, which is the Carus, and the heavy one, which is the Brax. And the Brax is actually an absolute beast. And as you can see, this one's not even itemized correctly at all. I mean, I'm just using Thunderous and Torment, which came on the weapon when I upgraded it. But those two blessings together seem to work really, really goddamn well. And Torment seems to work amazingly for the Brax, especially because of its special attack. So the Carlosa and the whatever the bovine, I can't remember these goddamn stupid names. The light and the medium, that's what we'll say. The light and the medium both have pulling attacks like Salt Spire's Billhook from Vermintide 2, whereas the Brax has got a nice jab. And this jab is a very, very, very efficient way of triggering Torment, which is just a 20% power increase for 3.5 seconds, which you can weave in and out pretty efficiently, as you can see there. Now, I do feel like the Brax works a little bit better with the tanky build, which is Loyal Protector into Feel No Pain. But it does work just as well for Indomitable into Heavy Hitter. As the heavy attacks pretty damn sweet for hitting it in the face of anything big and disgusting. So Demon Hosts, Ogryns, Maulers, Crushers, all that sort of thing. The Brax makes incredibly easy work out of it. And as you can see there, the second swing. So the first is the overhead, kill the first target. And the second is a little sweep to help deal with hordes. But don't feel like you're absolutely stuck if you're using the Brax and you can't deal with hordes. You can. Just remember, block push. It's not very good showing you in here, obviously, because they're spaced out how they'll never be spaced out when you're actually playing. But the block push is a good way of dealing with hordes and just getting everything to just generally get off of you. So with the Brax, overhead, and then a sweep. So it's pretty decent for dealing all-rounders. It is just a little bit slow, but it makes up for that slowness with the disgusting amount of damage that it does. And then we've got the faster one, which is the Carus. And honestly, I quite like the look of this one. I know looks don't matter, but it does look pretty cool. And even with this one, it still does quite well dealing with Ogryns, but most of your attacks are quite wide and will clip the hordes as you're going through. As you can see, I've switched over to the heavy hitter build for this one. So the damage is pretty decent, even on the lighter one. So its heavy attack is only 408, whereas the Brax is... where is it? It's in there somewhere. No, that's the bovine one. The Brax is almost 800, so it's almost double damage, which is just disgusting. But very fun. I know some people haven't really gotten on with the pickaxes so far, but honestly, stick with them. This is the most fun I've had on the Ogryn for months. Yeah, I'm a bit giddy that we've got a two-handed weapon because it's about goddamn time. But give them a try. And I would say build one of each just to see how you feel about them. You know, I've played 6 or 7 hours now, like streaming and making videos and stuff, and I've been playing through all of them, and I do think you will come to like one of them more than the others. And as for, we'll look at blessings as well. As you can see, I haven't got a huge amount of blessings unlocked yet. Mostly Thunderous, Torment, Head Taker, Wrath, and Tier 4 Thunderous. I do think on the faster one, which is the Carus, the Wrath and Thunderous work really well because you've got the inbuilt cleave on every attack, and that's just going to help you cleave more. For the heaviest one, I would say Torment is almost an auto-include. Because of that special attack that you've got, which is just a quick jab, to trigger that 20% increased power. And the 20% increased power is a big, big buff on the Brax because of its top-end heavy damage. Whereas Thunderous it's a personal preference. Sorry, it's so goddamn hot today. I'm tripping over my words. Putting brittleness on. So it's basically, as I've said before in the older videos, brittleness is basically a single target rending. So it only affects you, but you get 15% rending on that target for 5 seconds while you're just hitting. But if brittleness isn't your bag, Head Taker is also a very, very good option. I mean, for the Ogryn, I think Head Taker and Thunderous is one of the best combinations for just pure damage. Whereas for the Carus, Thunderous and a cleave, because you want to improve upon its inherent design of what the weapon's for. So the light one is very cleave centric, so buff that cleave, and also you're able to lay down Thunderous stacks on everything that you're hitting. So you get 20% brittleness on hit, lasting 5 seconds to everything around you, which is pretty goddamn good, and buffs this thing up to hit those important breakpoints as you're going through more difficulties. I have been playing Damnation and Uruk with these, and I found the Brax along with the Feel No Pain build. It's very user friendly, and I haven't played Darktide for a couple of months. I stopped after the Karnak Twins came out because I felt Fat Shark were not keeping up with their promises on their roadmap, and I felt a little bit annoyed with them, to be honest. I felt like they were just treading water with the game. And now they're actually coming back to it again, so obviously I'm going to jump in and test it out. And I'm happy with what they've done, especially with the new map. The new map is hard as rock, but it is quite fun. But with the Brax, I would highly suggest trying it out in the Feel No Pain build. And the other two, the Ogryn or the Carus, I would use the heavy attack build. But I am leaning more towards the Carus for the heavy attack, just because it's quicker, and you get that nice whacking cleave over and over and over and over, and you just sort of churn your way through a mob. Whereas the Brax, using it with the Taunt Feel No Pain build, you can control the fights more, you can make the Ogryns come to you, and you can just rend the hell out of them. Yeah, this isn't really do this and everything's great build sort of thing. This is more going over the pickaxes after the first day and just kind of trying them out. So you can see here, this is the Ogryn one. Its attack pattern. It's still got a pretty decent attack pattern. I mean, it's not a bad weapon at all. So its heavy attacks are all pretty head-centric, but they've got a cleave to them. And your push block, it's a bit of a stagger and a hit, so single target. And then your special attack, we'll go over and do it on the bulwark, is the hook and stagger. Gets that nice shield open for you. And even though it's not as strong as the Brax, it still messes with heavy armor like nobody's business. So it's just all down to personal preference, really. They're all incredibly usable. but I wouldn't say one's better than the other. I think it's personal preference and situational. So give them a try, see which attack pattern works best for you, and try it with different builds. That's my suggestion. So switch between builds, switch between weapons, and see how you feel, because they're very fun weapons to use. I'm enjoying all of the weapons they've given us with this patch, which is rare, because they don't have a great track record of installizing new weapons, especially with the Zealot's old power maul and the hammer. It took them many patches to actually get those things working properly. But if you want to see the builds that I'm actually using for this, they are on the channel. Just look back in the last few days, you will see them. They're all titled. And I hope this little chat helps, folks. And if it does, please like, subscribe, ring that little bell for notification. It really does help us out. And be sure to drop by on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, where we will be live streaming, and you can ask us your questions in person. And you can just hang out with us. So, again, I really do hope it helps. And I shall see you all later. So until then, take it easy.